Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including new Model Y production updates, Tesla's Giga Texas festival, more sightings of the updated Model S, 4680 battery updates, updates to the Tesla app, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, Tesla has introduced a new service available in China first, which is a welcomed upgrade to the Model 3. When Tesla first shipped the Model 3, the trunk it came with was not powered. This meant that it was a manual trunk on an expensive vehicle, which led many to opt for third-party aftermarket upgrades on their trunks. In early 2021, Tesla updated the Model 3 to include a powered liftgate, which was definitely a welcomed upgrade. But they are known to update owners' cars and retrofit certain features more than other automakers. Now Tesla has launched a new trunk upgrade for Model 3s that they will upgrade at service centers in China. Tesla's official Weibo account said, quote, Tesla electric tailgate upgrade service, official service, genuine parts, professional technician installation. The long-awaited electric tailgate upgrade for old car owners is here. Your voice, we are all listening carefully. What after-sales upgrade services you hope Tesla will make available? Welcome to leave your suggestion. And they posted a video about the upgrade itself. It comes out around $650 with the installation included, which is about the same price as other third-party offerings, so it's a worthwhile upgrade for those who really want to upgrade. Owners in China can purchase the upgrade through the app, and for now it's only available in China, but as we see with Tesla often these days, it will likely come to other markets soon. I'm sure many older Model 3 owners would love to get this official upgrade from Tesla. Next up today, Tesla has continued updating their iOS and Android apps over the past year, and have brought out a significant amount of useful features. Most recently, they added a charging stats page to the app, which allows customers to see how much energy they are using, what they are paying, and how much they are saving as opposed to using gas. This is a useful feature that adds to a ton of recently added features, and now Tesla is adding another especially useful one, actionable notifications. This means that when you get a notification about your car, you're able to open the notification and press a button without ever opening the Tesla app. One example you can see here is that if your car says, quote, your car cabin is now at the desired temperature, a drop-down will allow you to turn the climate off if you wish to do so. You can do the same with charging notifications, and likely will be able to do the same if the car notifies you that the windows are rolled down, the trunk has been left open, or anything else like that. Reportedly, Tesla is also sitting on some code that will update the climate controls to allow remote activation of the in-car climate keeper function. Camp mode, for example, can only be enabled on screen, and since most would be enabling camp mode on screen, but sleeping in the back of the car, allowing you to do this from the app is a big welcomed upgrade. Data miners found a few other things, like the fact that Tesla will also be adding an annual subscription option for FSD and premium connectivity. This would allow you to pay less by subscribing up front for a year instead of month-to-month exclusively. These updates seem to arrive one or two at a time, but they add up, creating the best app-to-car experience available to customers. Next up today, there is a lot to talk about with the new Model Y. Back in October of 2021, Tesla held their Giga Berlin fair at their new factory there, showcasing the production lines, Model Ys being built and painted, and much more. Later, just a few weeks ago in fact, they shared a new video showcasing their paint shop and team at Giga Berlin, which Elon Musk has said will be the most advanced in the world. Tesla has faced tons of delays there before being able to truly get production and deliveries underway with the Model Y, but they are clearly incredibly close and working hard. Some new drone footage flying over Giga Berlin showcased over 360 new Model Ys spotted outside the factory. These were made at Giga Berlin, and as we know, they will be using Tesla's current 2170 battery cells as the Model Y ships from Fremont. From what we can tell zooming in and around these photos, these all appear to be performance Model Ys. These could all be test models, or they could be eventually making their way to customers once Tesla is approved for that, but it's unclear. At Tesla's other factory, Giga Texas, is where the more exciting things are happening though. At Giga Texas, as confirmed at Tesla's last earnings call, they are building their new structural battery pack with their new 4680 battery cells into the Model Y. I talked last week about how Tesla has about 1 million 4680 battery cells in Fremont ready to ship to Giga Texas. Now this has somewhat been confirmed by Tesla officially, with them tweeting on February 18th saying, quote, celebrating our 1 millionth 4680 cell in January. They posted a photo of the team responsible for making these new battery cells at Cato Road, and that's a huge accomplishment considering it's the first time Tesla is bringing battery production completely in-house. It's also the first production on a brand new battery cell form factor. This is still Tesla's battery pilot factory, but they plan to produce more battery cells there than many other battery plants. This does raise a question as to how 4680 cells might hold back Model Y production in Texas, since those Tesla's 1 million 4680 cells would only produce around 1,000 cars. However, if Tesla can line up the ramping of these cells and their new factory production at the same time, it should work. As they said at their last earnings call, they said they don't expect 4680 cells to be a bottleneck for Model Y production at Giga Texas. In any case, that relates to the battery cells, but we keep seeing more and more Model Ys built at Giga Texas as well. First, a leaked video inside Tesla's new factory showcases the equipment and production lines inside. Ultimately, this video is incredibly shaky, but it shows production equipment, the production lines, and the big one, production complete Model Ys. Tesla is known to start production with performance models before others, but here we can see that these are Model Ys clearly featuring the 19-inch Gemini wheels, only available on the normal long-range Model Y. That's great news for many customers planning to purchase this exact vehicle. Around the same time, Jeff Roberts posted some Model Y photos at Giga Texas, with Tesla parking over 100 newly produced cars outside the factory. Again, we can see that these cars all feature Gemini 19-inch wheels, which means these aren't performance models. They are also covered, which is far different than what Tesla would normally do if these were simple test models. If Tesla was simply production testing, they wouldn't cover these vehicles because there's no need to protect the paint on a model that they plan to test and then scrap. This appears to be what they're doing with Model Ys parked outside of Giga Berlin. In Texas, though, this means that these are very likely to be Model Ys ready for customer delivery, which is huge. Unless Tesla has changed their tune completely, these should be over 100 brand new Model Ys with structural battery packs and 4680 battery cells ready to be delivered to customers once approved. Then another 11 Model Ys were spotted supercharging outside of Giga Texas. This is a screenshot from another Jeff Roberts video showcasing these production-ready cars charging up before leaving Giga Texas. It is a bit odd that Tesla would cover production cars, but also park some in the dirt to supercharge, but Giga Texas is very new. We'll have to see how they ultimately handle that. Based on all of this drone footage as well, we can discern what Tesla is doing with these cars, and as pointed out by Drive Tesla Canada, Tesla has already shipped off more than 50 Model Ys since they parked them outside of Giga Texas. We don't have footage of them officially moving, but we do have photos of where the cars were parked previously, and now they're gone. We've seen Model Y transports outside of Giga Texas taking batches of these cars off production lines in the past, so it's not far-fetched to assume these cars were shipped off. There's no real reason Tesla would completely cover them, only to bring them back inside the factory. The real question is, where are these cars headed? Some will probably end up in Fremont or other Tesla locations for verification against current Model Ys, but Tesla could be extremely close to shipping out first Model Ys to customers. If they are close, we'll be getting EPA numbers soon on how the 4680 cells differ from 2170 cells on this car. This factory is expected to make first customer deliveries this quarter, but Tesla is now planning to hold a Gigafest, just like they did in Berlin, but in Texas. When asked when Tesla is going to have their Gigafest in Texas, Elon Musk responded to say, quote, April 1st. Many people got excited but also recognized that this was April Fool's Day, and shortly after, Elon Musk corrected that date to say actually April 7th. Back in October, Sawyer Merritt suggested what a Giga Texas festival could look like, including Texas barbecue, food trucks, a tour, and more, and Elon Musk definitely liked this idea, so this could be a very interesting event. As always, it's unclear who will be invited or how anyone will get in, but Elon Musk said that invites will be sent out. I hope that I can get an invite because I'd love to check out everything there and make a video of the Giga Texas Fest. We'll see how those invites work and how I might be able to get one, but ultimately they should be giving tours of the new factory and showcasing the new Model Y just like they did in Berlin. If we're lucky as well, they should have the latest Cybertruck prototype on display since we know that it's there. Tesla is incredibly close to deliveries on the new Model Y out of 2 new factories. I think that the 4680 cells will be exciting, but ultimately they'll probably match the features to that of a current Model Y initially, considering that they will be shipping both cell types on this car for quite some time. In any case, it's great to see what appears to be many customer-destined Model Ys coming out of Giga Texas, and hopefully those deliveries can happen soon. Next up today, Tesla is getting closer and closer to making a small but very noticeable change on the refreshed Model S on the production line. For the longest time, Tesla has shipped the Model S with this rear crossbar in chrome. With the 2021 refreshed Model S, they switched this bar to gloss black, but kept the design integrated into the taillights. Now Tesla is in the process of putting the rear taillights on the Model S in line with the Model 3 and Y. This is a red Model S spotted with Tesla test plates. As you can see, that rear crossbar still exists but no longer goes into the lights and matches the paint color of the car. This really makes the rear of the Model S look a lot more like a Model 3, and some like it while others don't. The updated design also features new adaptive LED matrix headlights and an updated charge port design, which can fully support CCS2 in countries where that is needed. A new Model S, this time in white, was spotted again with Tesla test plates. We can see the updated rear crossbar matching the white of the car and no longer going into the taillights. Additionally, while very dark, we can tell that the charge port is the updated larger charge port as well. This is a small change, but actually makes the rear of the Model S look significantly different than it has for the past 10 years. This design is expected to go into production shortly, so I'll be sure to keep you updated on those updates when they arrive to customer-delivered Model S's. Next up today, Tesla is under investigation from NHTSA, but this time it's for an issue that many Tesla owners are truly upset about. We've seen Tesla have to change features recently via NHTSA recalls that were fixed with over-the-air software updates. This time, according to NHTSA, quote, "The boombox feature allows a driver to play preset or custom sounds through the pedestrian warning speaker or PWS external speaker when the car is parked or in motion. They feel that the boombox sounds could prevent the pedestrian warning speaker from operating as intended, so again, Tesla pushed an over-the-air software update to change this feature. This feature was something fun that customers liked, and when asked why Tesla removed it, Elon Musk said, quote, "The fun police made us do it, sigh." That's a small feature, but a large feature that NHTSA is now investigating is Tesla's autopilot system and the increasing reports of phantom braking. Phantom braking is what happens when you're using traffic-aware cruise control, the car is accelerating and braking for you, and the car brakes suddenly for no reason. The system thought it saw something it needed to stop for, applied the brakes, but there was nothing there. This can cause a safety issue, increasing a likelihood of getting rear-ended if your car suddenly applies the brakes for no reason. It can also decrease your confidence in using autopilot if at any time it could just brake for no reason. It's not a new issue with autopilot, and I've experienced it in my 2020 Model Y, but overall it has gotten better there. However, reports of phantom braking issues have only been getting worse, especially on newer cars. The Washington Post posted this story showing the increase in phantom braking complaints on the Model 3 and Y, but now NHTSA has confirmed they're looking into it. Quote, "The Office of Defects Investigation has received 354 complaints alleging unexpected brake activation in 2021 to 2022 Tesla Model 3 and Model Y vehicles. Received over the past 9 months, the reports have often been characterized as phantom braking by customers. Tesla describes the subject vehicles as equipped with a suite of advanced driver assistance system features referred to as autopilot, which Tesla states will allow the vehicle to brake and steer automatically within its lanes. The complaints allege that while utilizing the ADAS features, including adaptive cruise control, the vehicle unexpectedly applies its brakes while driving at highway speeds. Complainants report that the rapid deceleration can occur without warning at random and often repeatedly in a single drive cycle. NHTSA mentions specifically looking into 2021 and 2022 Model 3s and Ys, and this could point to when Tesla changed over to Tesla Vision and dropped radar sensors in all newly shipped Model 3s and Ys. This was supposed to decrease phantom braking cases, but appears to have actually increased them. Additionally, vehicles without radar, which are all newly shipped Model 3s and Ys, are still limited to 80 miles per hour. This is something Tesla said they would be changing, quote, "in the weeks ahead," back in May of 2021, and they still haven't fixed. To me, this phantom braking issues feels like something that Tesla has thrown on the back burner in favor of working on their full self-driving beta. However, autopilot is what they actually ship, and what many customers have been dealing with, so I'm glad to see that they will have to now look into it a lot further. Next up today, Tesla's new Supercharger station in Santa Monica has opened, and this previously was supposed to feature a 50s-style diner with drive-in movies playing as you supercharged. Instead, the charger opened as a normal supercharger, but it did have a food truck present for the opening at least. Reportedly, the charger was filling up just 10 minutes after opening, and when Elon Musk saw this on Twitter, he responded saying, quote, "and futuristic diner / drive-in theater planned for Hollywood area. And of course, you can pay in Doge." This is a move from where Tesla had originally planned for this, so we'll see how long it takes for that to actually arrive. It's ultimately disappointing since the Santa Monica charger was expected to be that 50s style or futuristic diner, but now it's just a normal supercharger. Ultimately, that's probably for the best to get more chargers open, as many customers are buying Teslas each day and looking for chargers. Next up today, a great concept posted by Delete Design shows what a Tesla app store could look like. We've heard a lot of recent reports about Tesla working on their own app store to allow companies to make optimized apps for Tesla, and customers to pick and choose what they'd like to download. This could eventually bring things like Apple Music, Audible, and more built into your Tesla, and Tesla is reportedly working on this to come out before the Cybertruck launches. This concept does a great job showing a nearly functional app store on a Model 3 screen. Overall, it would make the screen and car much more customizable, and it's something we'd love to see Tesla implement. Definitely worth checking out. Last up today, the new Tesla Model X Plaid was tested again for speed, this time by drag times. As expected, the Model X Plaid hit a new quarter-mile record time for the quickest SUV ever at 9.75 seconds. The 0 to 60 was 2.3 seconds, which is absolutely insane for a vehicle its size and weight, showcasing just how impressive Tesla's Plaid powertrain is and how impressive electric vehicles can be as a whole, even for an SUV. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to see the full process and return of my Model Y after getting rear-ended, you can check out that video linked up here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.